Morning everybody, and today you find me, the XL Jelly Belly, going out on my own. Lynn's not feeling very well, so we had to cancel going on a ghost hunt last night because she's not feeling so good. And I'm going out this morning, letting her have a lie-in, and I'm off to Ellesborough, home of the Ellesborough happening in Buckinghamshire, just up the road, 5 miles away. So it's a nice, easy one. It's a beautiful, quiet Sunday morning, and I'll see you again when we get there. So here I am in Ellesborough at St Peter and Paul's Church. I've just been and done the video. I didn't like to do too much talking around the church and that because there appears to be a lot of security here today. I think that's because the church is so near to Chequers, the Prime Minister's country estate. I do have to do a voiceover on the video inside the church, etc., because I was being watched quite a lot of the time while I was there. So here we are at the church at Ellesborough. Can't wait to go and have a look and see what it's like, and apparently it's in a fantastic spot for views, so we'll go and have a look and I'll talk to you later. So on this steep path leading up to the 14th century church of St Peter and St Paul's, Ellesborough, two events took place which were to become known as the Ellesborough happening. David Horner, the reverend of this church in the 1980s, on a pleasant summer evening in 1980, approached this path on his way to the church. About 30 yards in front of him, he saw a figure in a dark cloak ascending the hill. Thinking it was a woman who was always early for service, known as Auntie Nellie, he thought he would quicken his step and catch up with her. But when he got within 4 or 5 yards of the figure, it just disappeared, vanished on a clear summer's evening right in front of his eyes. But the story doesn't end there. Reverend Horner told nobody of what he had seen. But a week later, his son Stephen came rushing up to him and said, "Dad, you won't believe what I have just seen." "I bet I will," answered the Reverend. Stephen had seen exactly the same apparition as his father, a figure in a dark cloak on the same path who faded from view as he approached it. Neither knew beforehand of each other's story. So let's go inside this lovely church and chat about the other spirits. Luckily for me, it was organ practice on this day. In this area is seen a lady in white who is thought to be the unrequited lover of Reverend Robert Wallace, who was rector of the church in the 17th century. Now, as we go away from there and go backwards, we will come across a pew where two ghostly elderly ladies are seen to sit. Organists have claimed to have heard this big church door slam shut and heard footsteps walking down this aisle. And sometimes the figure of a 14th century man has been seen. So just a little bit more about this lovely church. It is often referred to as the Prime Minister's Church, as many of them use it, as it is so near to Chequers estate. Margaret Thatcher prayed here regularly during the Falklands War. So let's go outside and have a look around the graveyard. Morning.
Morning.
Isn't it beautiful?
Sure. Lovely spot, isn't it?
It is, it's gorgeous. Now I know that this is going to sound totally freaky, but I've just come round the corner to the back of the church and I actually saw a shadow move from behind this gravestone. Now, this is the one here. Unbelievable. I mean, I'm not used to seeing things like that. It must have been. But it was just out the corner of my eye. I saw a shadow stand up and move away from this gravestone. I don't know whose gravestone it is. Let's have a look. William Hitchcock. and also his wife Mary Hitchcock. So yeah, that was a bit freaky. I've never seen anything like that before, so that's a bit strange. Now I don't know what they keep down there, or whether anybody's been down there for a long while, but I don't fancy it. So this is Beacon Hill, opposite the church, and on here, on the shoulder of the hill, is something called St Cymbelin's Mount, which is an old hill fort, Motte Bailey. So I'm going to take a walk up here a bit, but unfortunately there's no way I'm going to try and climb that with my knees. So I'm cream crackered. I've made it up this far. There's St Cymbelin's Mount in the background, but honestly, I'll show you about where I am and how far it still is up there. Didn't realise it was going to be so warm today. Should never have wore this jacket. But anyway, let me turn it around and show you. So here's the kissing gate. If I go through there, I can, if I wish, go right up there. Now, I'm sorry, my knees aren't doing that. But that is Beacon Hill, and on the shoulder there is St Cymbelin's Mount, which is an old Motte Bailey castle, and it's said that if you can run round St Cymbelin's Mount 7 times, you'll summon the devil. Well, I don't think I'll be doing that today. Thank you very much. I've just been passed by a hiking group who are going up. All look around about my age or older, and I think they're going to the top. So good luck to them. I'm certainly not. So yeah, I'm going back to the car now, and talk to you soon. Now, if you did enjoy this video, please press the like button. It really does make a difference, even though this this video and this channel is not monetized. So, but it does put it out there to a few more people. And yeah, thanks for your support. If you feel like subscribing, that'd be great too. Thank you very much, and talk to you soon.